In today's vlog, my friends, I'm excited. I'm excited. You're not having any.
Calm down.
Don't be stealing one of my chips. I've given it away now because I'm having fish and chips. I'm having fish and chips. I'm in Tenerife. I'm at Harriet's tea rooms in Los Cristianos. Now, I'm going to say, and I'm asking you this question. Well, I'm going to tell you actually. It's not really a question. It's not even a question. It's fish, because there's fish and chips, right?
And then there's...
And then, that was my line.
Oh, sorry, brother.
And then there's fish and chips. Now, what I mean by that is, do you know what I mean by that?
No.
Do you know what I mean by that? Can you answer that? Pause it. Do you know what I mean by there's fish and chips, then there's...
Fish and chips.
You have two types of fish and chips,
Yeah.
right? You'll totally agree with me. Bear with me. Stay with me, because you have fish and chips from a fish and chip shop.
Yeah.
Then you have fish and chips from a restaurant. Now, fish and chips from a restaurant, you have garden peas with.
Right.
Fish and chips from a fish and chip shop, you have mushy peas with.
Why?
Because that's the way it goes.
Why?
We're not getting into why. Okay. You can tell me why.
Tell us why in the comments.
Tell us why in the comment section down below. It's a totally different thing to the two fish and chips.
Yeah.
Then there's fish and chips.
And then there's chip and fish.
You're confusing the matter.
Chips and fish.
No, there's just two fish and chips.
What about chip and fish?
No, it doesn't work.
Oh, right, okay.
No, there's fish and chips, then there's fish and chips. We're going to go into Harriet's Tea Rooms, which is in Los Cristianos in Tenerife, and they have some of the best fish and chips in the world. That's it. Now, as I say, you're going to say, oh, you've already said Palmer's the best fish and chips in the world. They're a fish and chip shop. So there you see, they are fish and chips.
The best fish and chip shop
in the world. And this is the best fish and chip restaurant in the world. He's got it off to a T. If you're new to the channel, by the way, you probably won't know who this guy is, and you'll have no clue who I am. I'm the MacMaster. This is the Crackmaster, as in good crack.
And if you see us on the street, run.
He's also got an excursion company as well, Tenerife First Excursions. We're going to have a little bit of fun today. We're going to mark it out of 10 as well. I want you guys to mark it out of 10 on looks alone, and also by what I say and how I explain it. And what do we do next? Hit the bell, click the subscribe button, do all them things, and without further ado, my friends, let's go. Hello, I'm good, thank you very much. He's got the giggles, I think.
How are you doing? All right?
Oh, nice to see you.
Thank you very much.
See you, nice.
Brilliant.
Thanks very much.
Right, well, I know what I'm having.
Okay, what would you like?
I'm going to go for the fish and chips.
Okay.
So that's cod and chips. It's cod, isn't it?
It is, absolutely. We only use that.
Only use cod. I'm going to have garden peas with it, because, as I say, there's fish and chips, then there's fish and chips.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We've gone to the top.
So you've got to go mushy peas if you go to a fish and chip shop,
Yes.
but garden peas if you're at a nice restaurant like this, a nice little tea room. So we'll go garden peas.
Garden peas. Okay.
I'll have some of your homemade tartar sauce
Yes.
as well, please. And I am told that you do curry sauce now as well.
Ah, you do, yes.
Yeah, so
Right.
yes, so I'll have the curry
Would you like
sauce
to
as
try
well.
that?
I'd like
Yeah.
to try the curry sauce as well, please.
Okay.
And what else shall I have? A cup of tea, please.
Tea?
It's got to be tea. It's got to be tea.
Would you like a
with-
mug or a cup for this tea?
I think we'll go for a cup. I think a mug of tea is more for a builder's breakfast and a full English. We'll go for a cup of tea because it's posh fish and chips. This is. It's nice.
Absolutely.
So
Cup.
a cup
Okay.
of tea, please.
Thank
What type of tea is it?
PG tips.
PG tips.
Yes,
There we
they're
go.
the best.
Controversial.
Not Barry's tea, though. It's not Barry's tea.
So that's great. So before we go any further anyway, and while we're waiting for the fish and chips, take a closer look at the menu, my friends. Oh my word, look at this, unbelievable.
Unbelievable, Jack.
Absolutely
you very
outrageous. Look at the size of that thing. Right, we're going to take a closer look at this in a minute. That looks absolutely amazing. Got to say hello to Jill and Barry, by the way, who's comes in here regularly when they're on holiday. I think they came in the other week and they watched the channel, so how are you doing? I hope you had this, and if you do come back, make sure you have the fish and chips. Look at the size of that. Anyway, before we go any further, take a closer look, my friends. Right, my friends, I'm excited about this one. You've gone for the healthy option of a jacket potato. Know which one I'd rather be having?
Jacket potato.
No, the fish and chips. Man, I can't wait for this. First of all, my friends, we are going to get the sarsons on there. Right, I'm going to lift the fish up and we're going to pop a little bit of the vinegar on there. It's always vinegar first. Do you know why? Do you know why, Mr. Crackmaster? Because otherwise it washes the salt off.
All right.
So it's always vinegar first, even though it's normally...
I was wondering why I could never taste the salt.
Yeah, because it rinses it off, you see. So there we go. Right, we're going to go in. This batter looks absolutely amazing. We've got the curry sauce there. Now, do I dispense the curry sauce? The curry sauce has got a good consistency to it. A bit windy here today, actually. But it is going to brighten up later. So, in fact, I'm glad it's not baking while I'm eating fish and chips. It's perfect weather. There we go. Nice and... Oh yeah. Man, that is amazing. That has got the perfect consistency. And also, it's got a nice little hint of a kick to it. Absolutely amazing. Amazing, amazing. So I don't think she knew we were filming. Gonna dip a chip in it. Let's go in for, oh yeah, the chips. Nice. Slight crispiness on the outside, light and fluffy on the inner. A little bit like Crackmaster here. Crispy on the outside, soft on the in. Light and fluffy on the in.
Nice to know that.
I'm going to cut into this batter, and it is so crispy.
It
Look
looks
at that.
good.
Oh wow, wow.
You
That
have
is
to try some.
just look at that. That's absolute madness. Look at that. Unbelievable. That is mad. I've got to get the camera close up on
Very
this.
good.
That is unbelievable. Just take a closer look at this. Right, I tell you, unbelievable. You've got to try a little bit of this before we go in. I'm going to cut a little bit of this off for you there.
Don't
Here we
feed
go.
it to me.
I won't feed it to you. Okay, bring your plate this way.
Yeah.
You've got to try this. There we go.
Okay.
It is unbelievable. The batter's so crispy.
It's unbelievably crispy. Unbelievably.
Oh man. Right, let's go in for the fish. Wow, that is meaty.
Oh, very, very good.
Absolute perfection. Right, bit of tartar sauce, homemade. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm going to dispense some of this curry sauce so I can dip my chips in it.
Just checking everything's okay for you.
Absolutely amazing. It's on another level. Unbelievable, unbelievable. That's just, oh man. I'm going to eat the rest of this. We've got to go in for the peas next. Thank you. Oh. Right, we're going for the peas, garden peas. One minute. Beautiful. Right. I'm going to eat this. Come back to you. What do you reckon to the fish and the batter?
Absolutely perfection.
It is.
Beautiful.
Right.
Very, 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 very good.
This is superb. Absolutely superb. Right. I'm going to eat this. Come back to you and we're going to mark it out of 10. Don't forget, I want you guys to mark it out of 10 on looks alone. And also, sound. Are you ready? You ready for this?
Oh yeah, that's important.
Right, that was absolutely fantastic, I have to say. I'm going to get to everything in a minute. I just want to turn the camera around and I want Will, who's here, he's a viewer of the channel, he's absolutely fantastic. I met him the other night when we was outside the Railway Tavern, and he's a massive, massive viewer of the channel. I won't say fan, you're a friend of the channel, massive, massive friend of the channel. So I'm going to turn the camera around and he's going to wave and say hi.
Hello.
Are you alright? Are you enjoying your holiday?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you like Tenerife?
Yes.
Excellent. And now tell them to subscribe to the MacMaster.
Subscribe.
Subscribe to the MacMaster.
Subscribe.
That's it. Brilliant. There you go. Right, my friends. So, let's get down to business. As I say, there's fish and chips, then
There's fish and chips.
Because we've got fish and chips from a fish and chip shop and a fish and chips from a restaurant. Now, we all know that fish and chips from a restaurant are totally different, entirely different to a fish and chip shop. They're a little bit more upmarket, hence why I had a cup of tea there. In a
cup of tea.
With a saucer as well.
Oh, very, very nice. Now, did you tell Biggles to bring the car around?
I did, out of a teapot. An Irishman talking English. Now you won't see that on any other channel. Now that is controversial. Right, we'll get down to business. So it came to €14 altogether. Fish and chips there, one pot of tea, and I have to say, absolutely superb. It was unbelievably. It was. I'm going to say that's the nicest fish and chips I've had in a restaurant.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's high praise.
because the batter was on another level.
It was excellent.
The batter was, I mean, if you had a crispiness level, if you put like a microphone next to that, it'd be it'd blow the speakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I really liked it. It's Harriet's Tea Rooms in Los Cristianos. Come and see them. They do
Lovely
other things
people.
as well. You had jacket potato. What was yours like?
Absolutely beautiful jacket potato. I love jacket potato, and that was quality.
Homemade coleslaw.
Yeah, homemade coleslaw.
Yeah.
Lovely cheese. Lovely jacket potato. You can tell it was all cooked, homemade, spot on.
Tartar sauce was homemade. The batter was homemade on the fish and chips. It was honestly, I cannot recommend them highly enough. So there you go. Harriet's Tea Rooms. I'm going to mark it out of 10. It's got to be a 10 because it deserves more. In fact, I think if Darren John was here, what would he say?
I'd say it's off the charts, son.
Exactly, it's off the charts, geezer. So that's all from me today. Thank you for watching. You have been watching the MacMaster. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, click that little bell for notifications of when I upload new videos, and give it a thumbs up. Doesn't cost you a penny. Go on. No, you there, you're not doing it. Click it now. Yes, we know you're from Yorkshire. It won't cost you anything. Click the thumbs up. Just kidding, Yorkshire folk. Don't forget my family's
mum's
from
from
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire.
His mum's from Yorkshire and my family's from Yorkshire. See you later. Click the thumbs up. Okay, bye-bye, we're out. Oh, just say bye-bye.
Bye.